Welcome back from that short break. You're still watching New Vision TV News with me, Bulletin. We now take a look at what's making news in business with Lynn Komjishe.
In business today, a section of Kampala City local council leaders have added their voice to other leaders to oppose the 6% tax rate imposed on properties by KCCA. The contested taxes were approved by the KCCA Council presided over by the Lord Mayor Eliasu Kwagwa in a bid to increase revenue collection. Leaders, who include the Wandegea Market Zone Chairperson Maweje Mutesasa, noted that the taxes that were approved were never in consultation with citizens. This follows a protest by the Kawempe municipality political leaders who petitioned Parliament against the same.
You cannot run the country without collecting revenues. We are very sure of that, but let them come down. And we begin with this. Time will come when they have really understood. So we should have that culture of educating people, the value of paying revenues, and even the purposes. They should get the returns. So I just advise to sit with the people, they are agree and pay.
A section of trade unionists have moved to block the National Health Insurance Scheme, which was endorsed by the Cabinet recently. According to the draft bill, it's mandatory for every self-employed citizen of 18 years and over to contribute 100,000 shillings annually for their proper health care, while this exempts the unemployed. It also requires the employer to make a 1% contribution for their workers, whereas employees 4% annually. Now, the head of the National Organization of Trade Unions, Asha Wilson Owere, says the scheme in its current form affects the workers, given that they already have big tax obligations that they are required to meet, including pay-as-you-earn and NSSF charges, which he says will drain workers' earnings, vowing to strongly oppose them. The Uganda Revenue Authority has extended tax education to universities and secondary schools to equip the future potential taxpayers with knowledge relating to paying taxes. The Assistant Public Relations Officer, URA, Ian Romanyika, says they have set tax clubs in 18 universities and 40 schools, as well as inventing tax education methods like puzzles, games, among others, which can attract students to learn more about taxes.
We now explore Mbarara district, a district described as the land of milk and honey, owing to its location in the heartland of cattle keepers. Now, Mbarara lies between very important tourist sites located over 260 kilometers southwest of Kampala. The town lies between Lake Mburo, Queen Elizabeth and Mugahiga National Parks. Let's take a look.
The town is named after the famous cattle grass, Mbarara. What gives the town more credence to the milk are the many long-horned Ankole cattle you will see on the way before you reach the town. To accentuate the belief, the residents picked the cow as a symbol which receives you as you get to the first roundabout in the town. Despite high-rise buildings and many construction sites, the cow still stands out. Mbarara is now the second developing town in Uganda after Kampala, the capital city, with a population of about 97,500 people. It is this growth rate that has excited the residents to demand for a city status. Mbarara City is now one of the 9 cities that were approved by Cabinet to be created. The city will become operational on July 1st, 2020. The move is part of a government decision to turn Mbarara Municipality and others into regional cities. In the Western region, Mbarara tops the list of the largest fast developing districts. Mbarara is also that district that will pop up in your mind when one brings up the milk conversation.
For more Pearl of Africa stories, visit our website, which is newvision.co.ug/Pearl of Africa. A newspaper, The Sunday Vision, is also another home of adventures. So grab your copy every Sunday for Pearl of Africa stories. In our special report today, we continue with Paulina Elizabeth Mukandanga's story, who in the last part decided to settle on Kampala streets. Now, one would wonder how she settled and keeping up with the challenges that came with staying on the streets. Let's take a look. Remember, she had the option of going back to her parents' home in Lugazi, but going back to the life of poverty was too much for her to bear.
Kupaka wewafukia ddala amaka gange watandikira ku mmotoka z'erugazi awo kupaaka bwatandikira ate ne butuuka ne bunyumira nnyo bagamba nganda bakati mmanyidde.
It was hustling during the day to make ends meet through selling second-hand clothes. In the night, all roads led to the taxi park for Mukandanga. Life was all good during the day because she was earning, but the nights have never been calm for a street child.
Emisango twasinga afuna buzibu kwako esisi ebiseera ebyo teyalingawo nga bweriwo kati essaawa zino naye ebyo ebiseera obuzibu twabufunanga kyona poliisi kutukwata ayido bajja ne babagwamu ne babakwata okugamba ne mubeera nga muswa mugulumutana.
One would wonder how they handled whenever it rained at night, like it does these days.
Nga bwetonya mugenda ku mbalaza z'amaduuka gye mulina okukola ki gye mulina okwebaka kati ate awo temwebaka musula mutudde kubanga jjukira enkuba lwetonnya ennyingi leero neekola ki neetuukayo kati awo obuzibu nga enkuba etonnye mu sizoni y'enkuba naguno ogujjwa kintu okyalinga nnyo kasita enkuba etonnya nze nsula ntudde kuba kati ntandika okulowooza oba kati abaliko oba beebase bakoze batya.
As she battled with a life of no shelter, no home, the biological clock was also ticking and certain changes started taking place on her body. She was a woman after all, and despite the lifestyle and circumstances, she had to face what other women face. Every month, she had to keep clean and comfortable as she roamed the streets looking for opportunities and selling clothes.
Ogenda kupaaka waliwo toilet oba oziraba kati awo waatuyamanga olumu okunaaba naye ng'era onaaba lwaggulu onaaba lwaggulu n'okyusa gundi yaffe eri lwaggulu. Nagulanga kotoni kotoni nga yannyambako nga bwenkozesa kati osiiba naye olweggulo n'ojja n'onaaba n'okyusa kubanga oba tolina kyakukola. Kati olwatu olumu okwoza engoye zange nazoolezanga mu field wemba ngenza okutunda. For example, oyinza okuba otambula mu bitundu by'omu lubiri awo n'osanga oluzzi n'oyoza n'oyanika n'olinda ne zikala n'oteeka mu kaveera n'obeera n'otambula n'otunda engoye zo ng'ate n'okwozoyozeza olumu nyambala ne kuzeentunda.
As she settled in with the surroundings she had chosen, there was need to fit into the community she had joined. Despite a small community that lives hard life, there were rules that governed life there. After spending 3 months, Mukandanga had been initiated in the system. The first rule was that whoever joined the community had to change the name. Therefore, she dropped the name Elizabeth and adopted Shadia. The reason is that if a relative or police came looking for you, nobody would be able to locate you. Another rule was you had to take narcotic drugs.
Nava mukyalo nga nali ndaba bantu banywa enjaayi bagwa eddalu bantu bali ebikoola bakola ki babuugirira neekanga mbitandise byonna byenkugamba kuba nabikozesanga kati nempulira kati nga muni kati yinzi okitegedde nina amaanyi kati ndi street girl completely olwo nina n'ekibinja kyenkulira.
That is it we had for you today. Thank you for watching. We shall continue with this special report tomorrow, so be sure to catch more of what happened to Paulina Elizabeth Mukadanga thereafter. Remember, you can get more news updates and other stories here on New Vision TV by visiting our website, which is newvision.co.ug/video. You can also follow us on social media. Facebook is the New Vision, Twitter is @NewVisionWire, Instagram is @NewVisionWire, and our YouTube channel is New Vision TV. Catch up with me on my Twitter handle. I am Rothy the Voice. We end with a fact file.